What's up, guys? Mike from OCA back again with another whiskey and windage review. And today we're going to piggyback off of something my co host from the Whiskey and Windage podcast, Matt, brought up, which was red dots. And he did a great review on the primary arms red dot. And he made the comparison between that and the Sig Romeo as well as the Vortex Crossfire. All three, in their own respect, have pros and cons, but I agree with Matt saying that primary arms does take the cake. Now, he did say those were great for budget, and if you wanted to step your game up, you would need to step your game up into something kind of like this. What we have here is the Aimpoint Pro, which is Aimpoint's entry-level red dot. This red dot's going to be somewhere around $500 out the door. Most times if you catch it on sale, but it definitely is a step above the entry level stuff. I have no problems with this. I run this on this Sig Spear LT. No issues with it. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who is ever questioning me on it. But there are a lot of pros and there are some cons on it. So let's go ahead and look at it, and I'll go ahead and show you guys my the features as well as my opinions on it. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clear the rifle. So first thing you'll notice is this thing comes with its own mount. The entire mounting system out of the box, the optic comes mounted to the base, and the base is a quick detach base. So do like that. That's a really good feature. Don't have to worry about buying an extra part or worrying about what you should do, what you should mount it to or how you should mount it. So that's always a pro. The second thing is that this thing in its factory set like this is an absolute co-witness to backup iron sights. So there's always that for you. So when you're aiming down, just know that if you have backup iron sights front and rear, that should be an absolute co-witness. Another cool thing that Aimpoint does with all of their red dots, which I do like, is they come with covers. So you get a clear dust cover in the back, which you can leave down, which can leave, you can flip up, and then it does come with a solid cover in the front. Now this cover, I'll go ahead and close it back. This cover is adjustable, so you can turn it so it flips whichever way you want. You can have it flip straight up, whichever way. But that's a nice little feature. So going around to the back of this guy, you've got your on-off knob right there. It actually has 4 night vision settings as well as 6 daytime settings, and it's all operated just by turning that little knob, and you can dial it up to what you need and you can turn it back down. Typically, you can run it about 3 to 4 from max setting, and it usually gives you everything you need. Another thing, let's see if I can make it do it for camera. If you crank it up too much, it's kind of hard to see, but it actually will halo on you around the edge, which will let you know you're kind of too bright. So we can dial that down a little bit, and we'll see if, there we go. So you can get a really good view of that red dot, parallax free, which is very nice. So it is definitely a step up from just your entry level stuff. So another thing with this is that this dot is a 2 MOA dot. So for those of you wondering, 2 MOA, when it comes to that dot, it's going to be a small dot. When you turn the brightness up, it can kind of starburst on you, but it will seem like it's getting a little bigger. It's just getting a little brighter. But this red dot, in my opinion, is going to be something that, I don't know, 50, 75 yards and in, you're going to be able to do work with it. You start getting a little further out, you're going to have to start dialing that red dot down a bit. Can you hit it 100? Yes. Can you ring steel at 200? Yes. But all in all, let's be serious with each other. It's kind of hard to do. repeatedly and consistently. It can be done, but for those of you that are going to say, "Oh, I can do it all the time," I mean, I'm sure you can, but let's just be honest. It's not meant for that. If you're wanting to do that, you need to get something with, add a magnifier, do something like that. Also with this, the battery, it's going to last about 30,000 hours. Aimpoint says that is the equivalent to about 3 years. For you guys that just kind of run around and shoot every now and then and act like you're an operator, it should last you about 10 years. All good there, so you don't have to worry. And like I said, this thing is 4 MOA accurate. That's what is advertised by Aimpoint. That's what's in their paperwork and the documents. So if you are one of those guys that likes to claim sub MOA, I'll call BS now, unless we're shooting pretty close, because this thing's only going to be accurate. They claim accuracy up to 4 MOA. So you take that back and keep stretching it, like I said, to 100, it starts to get a little difficult. All in all, I think this is a really good optic, though. I would definitely recommend it. I would definitely tell someone who's on the fence to, definitely look at it and give it a shot. Pros on this thing, I like the weight on it. It's not very light, but it's not very heavy. It's kind of got a good feel to it. It is aluminum, so that's a plus. I also like that it comes with the mount. I also like that, it's kind of mounted a little higher up, and I know you can fix that with a mount, but out of the box, I kind of like that, and I like a bigger red dot. Now, I don't mind the small micro dots for certain applications, but I do like the way this feels. I do like the way this looks, and I do like the way it's sized. So definitely nothing wrong with that. As far as cons, I've got a pro and a con, and it was the last thing I kind of wanted to save for the review. So I'll go ahead and show that to you now. So the Pro comes off real easy. Even more for those of you who don't know, this thing has an automatically built-in anti-torque. So when you turn it, when you get to that certain level, oh, there it went. There it went. So what that does is that ensures that you can't over torque it. Easily comes right off. Twist it off pretty quick and easy. Turn it back on, turn till it torques. The con is that while I love this thumb screw and I love the anti-torque, let's take a look at how far that actually sticks out. So, I mean, as you can see, the charging handle's out here, and it's a lot further. So then let's turn it this way and kind of let you get a good idea of how far out it is. I mean, it does stick out. Is it in my way? No. Is it hinder me in shooting in any capacity? No. But, is it just something else that I'm going to bump and bang and possibly snag on? I mean, probably. I'm not sure if I'd snag anything. Maybe, you never say never, but it's more about, it's just one more thing that's going to stick out and be hard to put in the safe, or when you pull it out, it's going to grab a sling of another one and pull that, just something like that. But all in all, I definitely do like the Aimpoint Pro. I do recommend it. And when you are ready to upgrade that red dot from that primary arms or that Sig Romeo or that Vortex Crossfire, this will definitely be something that should be in your list of options. And as I said, you can find it for about $500. You can find it, online at the major box stores. You can find it at Amazon. You can find it just about anywhere. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask in the comments. And thank you so much for watching this review. Please like and subscribe to the review channel. Please also check out our Whiskey and Windage podcast. You can find that on YouTube at Whiskey and Windage. And you can also check us out on Instagram at Whiskey and Windage. I'm Mike from OCA, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.